Jay. And today we are back in the new Minecraft updated world. Now, if you didn't see where we left off, we had just finished exploring and mining a little bit. Yeah, I made it all the way down to diamond level, though we did not find any diamonds. Today, I do have one goal. I want to make a spyglass, which is basically Minecraft's new version of optifying. If you don't know what optifying is, it's a thing that allows you to update your POV in the game. Now, optifying is really only available on Minecraft Java Edition, so this is just Minecraft's way of kind of implementing that into the other versions of Minecraft that you usually would have on console. Now, the way you make the spyglass is that you need amethyst shards. The way I know how to get amethyst shards is to break it with an iron pickaxe. That's the only way you can mine it. If you use anything else, you won't get it. So, the thing we're going to need an iron pickaxe. Luckily, we had just mined a ton of iron. Now, oh, well dang. It's a good thing that creeper didn't blow up mud. Dang. Well, there's a good chunk of my house gone. But besides the creeper just blew up on us. The only way to find amethyst, is what I've researched, is that you can only find them in geodes. Geodes are basically amethyst-like pockets. They're the only places you can find amethyst, which means this is the ideal way to find them. As my friend explained it to me, you can most commonly find geodes under the ocean. Now, I haven't come by any oceans at all through this entire playthrough, so the ocean would take a very long time to get to. He said you can also find them while mining, but mining takes a long time. I'm like, Well, I do still need to explore a little bit of the caves, and, like I said last episode, one of the goals is to not only find everything new, is to make everything new. So one thing that we did discover is that copper doesn't really have a lot of recipes right now. I feel like they'll update that soon, maybe more recipes for copper. I think one thing they should consider is maybe maybe being able to make weaponry out of copper, because that's been an actual thing before. Like, copper weaponry is an actual thing. It used to be back in medieval times. Was copper weaponry the best back then? No, it wasn't. To be honest, it was pretty much the most cheapest material you can make your weapons out of. But still, I think it would be a good thing for Minecraft to acknowledge that that is an actual thing that they could add into the game, and it would be historically correct. Although Minecraft has never been really a game to care about historically correct. Anyway, house is fixed up. Now, I suggest we do try to go find a biome. Like I said, that's probably our best bet when it comes to getting geodes. But like I said, it's going to take a long time. And to be honest, we kind of have the time for that. So let's get ready. Let's get some food. Let's see. Crops are looking good so far. I'm going to make this farm a little bit better later on, but for now, this is just going to be our food situation. Oh. Bread, too. Alright. So, with our food situation, we have 17 apples and 1 piece of bread. We also have 16 potatoes to our name, which I am going to cook. Not all food is good food, but to be honest, I'm going to kind of say that that statement's pretty stupid, and yeah, it kinda is all good food at this moment. Copper is done smelting. Copper ingots now. Ooh, we have a lot of copper. We're definitely good on copper for a while, for sure. At this point, we can literally make, like, how many blocks? Crafting. 12. We make 12 blocks of copper. See, here's the recipe for the spyglass right here. One thing we're missing, amethyst shard. We'll smelt up our food, and then we're on our way. Also get some more bread by turning hay bale to wheat. I would prefer to save my apples for golden apples, because now that we have a diamond pickaxe, we can go to the nether pretty easily. And if you've seen any of my other survival streams, one thing that I do like to do is I like to cure villagers. Because when you cure a villager, they kind of give you a discount on what they sell you. Which I guess is their way of saying thank you for, you know, them not being a zombie anymore. Kind of an odd way to thank somebody, but you know what? I'll take it. Go some more wheat. Perfect. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. After we're done smelting our potatoes, we can... smelting potatoes, I meant to say cook. After we're done cooking our potatoes, we can head out, try to find an ocean. Alright. Oh, one thing can't forget. If we're going into an ocean, we're most likely going to need a boat. So let me make one of those. A shovel and 5 planks. Boom. Birch boat. Potatoes are almost done. Whew. We only have 1 piece of coal? Dang. We're really going to have to go mining soon. Well, after we find these amethyst shards. Because I do want to see how the spyglass works for sure. There's also a bunch of other things that we can make with amethyst, but I really want to aim to get a spyglass. Another thing I want to do is I want to get an axolotl, which you can also get in the ocean. Well, you can get in some oceans. This is going to be a long journey. We're going to do a lot of traveling and a lot of looting, for sure. Because the ocean is pretty far away. Or it's right down here. To be honest, the ocean should be connected to the swamp. Well, at least it should be. It may not be. I ain't promising anything. Now, I like axolotls. One thing I do want to find is I want to find a specific color. I want to find a golden axolotl. I mean, technically they're yellow, but I like to say gold. But yeah, I do want to find one, because the regular pink ones, I mean, they're adorable looking, but, ooh, gold? Now that's the color that I want, for sure. It doesn't seem like this swamp leads to the ocean, though. Disappointing. But there is plenty of items around here. And don't worry, guys, I've already marked down the coordinates for my home. That way I will not get lost. Now mine this coal real quick, because we don't have any at the house. And then we're going to continue on our journey. We'll probably run into a few villages, maybe some ruined nether portals, and maybe even some underwater temples. It would be nice to have some sponges. It would also kind of give me an idea of what kind of base I wanted to build. And since this is Minecraft, we don't really have to worry about our food situation that much, seeing as Minecraft literally has thousands of mobs that provide food. I don't need to worry. And if I really get desperate, there's a bunch of mushrooms in these swamps that you can make stew out of, so I'm not really going to be worried about getting food. One thing I'm also going to be doing is I'm going to be killing every single cow that I come across the way. Not really for food, but out of something that I want to do later. And this update didn't really change much in Minecraft, let's be honest. And I'm still going to need one particular thing. I want to get enchantments. Because one thing I've heard around the bush is that you can actually use fortune. Fortune is an enchantment that allows you to get more drops out of specific ores and items, but you can use it on the amethyst. Now, saying that, that's for if in the future I do find any amethyst. If I find a good amount of amethyst, I am going to mark down the coordinates of where the amethyst is, so I can come back to it, get more amethyst, and get a lot of other things that I'm going to need. I also want to be using a lot of the new blocks to build the house that I'm going to be doing. Whew. Thing that I forgot to get was a bed. Yeah, it seems like I forgot to get a bed. Luckily, I only need one more piece of wool to get that. Whew, trying to find the ocean is going to be a long journey. A journey that may not have an end or a beginning. But hey, this is going to be fun. At least I think so. Nothing like certain death to get on your nerves and make you stone cold. Also, one thing I do know is that you can tame axolotls, although they only eat tropical fish, which honestly is a little bit disappointing because I do not know where any tropical fish is. Although most likely if I go to the ocean I can find some. Oh. Although most likely when I go to the ocean I can find some. Stopping by to kill this zombie because he's wearing some pretty nice gold armor that I'm gonna need later for sure. Oh, there's a big hole right here with some water. Yeah, he'll be transforming soon. There we go. Come on. Give me the armor and I will grant you a swift and painless death. There we go. Thanks for the armor, bud. I'm going to be trying to preserve my food. We may do a bunch of other things along the way. One thing that comes to mind is a raid. Oh, have we come to the ocean? Yes, I think we have. Alright, let's start looking. Already you see a bunch of coral and things around. Pretty cool looking. Oh. Oh, look, it's an axolotl. We have found one. Guys, we found one. Nice. Like I said, they only eat buckets. You can tame them by feeding them buckets of tropical fish. Let's see. Bucket of adult cyan axolotl. Cyan. Although I'm looking for a gold color, cyan's not bad. Alright, go on, little buddy. Enjoy your life free. Although it was good to see them. So wait, if I get one of these and feed it to our little axolotl buddy, he comes right up to me. Nice! So they're attracted to it too. Alright, that accomplishes one goal. We have gotten our axolotl. Nice. I prefer to get a gold one, but I'll take what I can get. Now, one way you can tell that you can find a geode or amethyst shards is that in the ocean, they're usually covered by a dark black surface. Hey, like this one. I think we found it already. Nice. Let's see. Got anything else around? I don't see any other axolotls. And see, now that our little buddy likes us, he will attack any ocean mob that attacks us. Ooh, look right here. The amethyst block. Woo! Let's go. We are in. Oh. Whew. Now, one thing you need to know when it comes to mining amethyst. If you want the amethyst shards, you have to mine the full clusters, which are these things. There we go, amethyst shards. Amethyst shards can drop up to 0 to 4, which means you can't really, like be picky with it. Either you get them or you don't. You only get them from the full-grown amethyst, which is why I'm going to keep this place. Okay? Why I'm going to keep this place in mind. Also, let's get out of here. I have to say, I do like the sound that the amethyst makes. It sounds so... what's a good way to put it? It sounds so angelic. It kind of reminds me of church bells ringing. Anyways, we've got our amethyst shards. And we can get out of here. Whew. That actually went pretty well. We got an axle. Oh, that axolotl is fighting a zombie. Hey, what did he do to it? Are you okay, little guy? For a second there. The axolotl was laying down. I think that zombie may have hurt him. Oh, another cyan. Another cyan one. Huh? He has particle effects coming off of him. I think that may means he's healing. Yeah, I think that means he's healing. Hey, I mind you to stay away from my little axolotl friend here. Because unlike him, I'm not as nice. Axolotls will attack anything. Well, any underwater mob. Luckily for the players, Minecraft has totally pacified them to the players. Axolotl is so adorable. They're so adorable, and they swim in groups. An easy way to find an axolotl is to literally look around and see all the dead fish swimming around them. Axolotls don't only attack fish, though. They also prefer themselves to kill. Haha. Sorry, my drowned friend. Oh, axolotls give you regen. So that's what that little thing is. Nice. And we just got an achievement for it, too. Thank you, little buddies. Huh. Although, I should note this when it comes to the axolotls. Although axolotls can survive on land, they can only survive on land for a short time in the game. You have 5 minutes of your axolotl being on land without them dying. Which means, be careful. Luckily, I have a lake near my house. So I'm well prepared to take care of one. I'll take him out of the water when I want. Whew. Ah, shoot. Ooh, I may die. Who am I kidding? I ain't gonna die here. Ooh, just a little bit of regen. These mobs seem to be unaware that I have a friend. And his name is Jerry. Yes, I named him Jerry, because I want to. And Jerry just sounds like a cool name to name a fish that will literally fight by you, no matter what. Whew. Whew. Ooh-wee. I don't know where Jerry just went. I don't think he died, though. Jerry? Oh, there's Jerry. Jerry, stop fighting. Leave the drowned alone. Jerry, get back in the bucket. Buddy, get. Whew. Apparently Jerry doesn't like to listen. Ugh. We'll say this. It seems like the ocean has just become 10 times safer thanks to our little aquatic friend here. Which, once I get a name tag, I am going to name him Jerry. Woo. Anyways, let's take Jerry back home. Can't believe it. We have gotten 2 of the things that we needed to find in today's episode. Usually, I thought that would have took a longer time, but since we did it relatively quickly, we'll head home, make our little items, and oh, wait a minute, is that a? Yes, it's a wolf. Hey, I do have bone. I do have a bone. I could probably tame it. Hey, you want to join the family? Ah. You have a good one. It looks like I just fed a stray. Right. Now, fun fact. Now, here's something you're gonna need to know. Axolotls will only attack underwater creatures. Okay? They can't attack land mobs. Although good to know that axolotls give you a little regen effect. Did not know that, and I am surprised. I'm just having fun swimming with my new friend here. How you doing, Jerry? Whoop. Whoop. Come on, Jerry, get back in the bucket. And it's actually kind of adorable to see them in item form. It's just like it's like a cute little lizard just poking out of the bucket. Yeah, that's adorable. Ooh, hey Jerry, you mind helping me out here, bud? I think Jerry wouldn't mind. Okay, he is definitely not doing anything. Oh, there you go. Oh, I think Jerry, when he does that, he's healing himself too. This is honestly a good thing because I'm not sure if I can feed him to help him out. Help me out here, Jerry. There you go. That's a good boy. That's right. To be honest, I'm not sure how much damage they do. And he swam right back to me after he was done. Nice. And he swam back to me after he was done fighting. Nice. So they give you natural regen, and they're pretty good. And they're pretty good when it comes to a fight. Definitely keep that in mind if you're planning on getting yourself an axolotl. Whoa. Whew. Alright, let's see if we can find our home. We do live in a birch forest, so I'm not that concerned. But we did pass through a swamp, so if I don't find a swamp, that's how I know I went the wrong way. I think we're coming up on the swamp now, though. Yep, here we go. Perfect. We can also make a tons of other things, like we can make the amethyst blocks. Now, there really isn't anything special about the amethyst blocks. We can't turn them back into crystals. They're pretty much just decoration blocks. Which, to be honest, because of the sound they make, I may make my house out of amethyst. Or at least make some of it out of amethyst. Because I do like how they look. And the little jingle sound that they produce. That's pretty cool. And then definitely try to implement that into the house. I didn't think we were going to find the axolotl and the amethyst so quickly. And now we have access to an ocean biome that we can go to anytime. In all honesty, I could have found an axolotl mining because they do spawn in caves. For some reason, Minecraft is having a glitch where pretty much all of their new mobs and everything, they're spawning in the caves. Now, I know the caves have recently just gotten an update, but that's not really supposed to be happening. The squids are supposed to be spawning in the ocean and the lower depths of the ocean. Although I guess there really is no lower depths than, a cave, but it's not like the cave is completely covered in water. Whew. Let's see if we can get ourselves some fish. Can't swim away that fast. If you don't know why I'm getting fish, we literally just passed the reason why I'm getting them. He had just came across a witch's hut. And the only good thing I like about witch's hut is the cat. Which luckily the cat isn't loyal to the witch. It's more or less like the witch hold the cat against its will. Whoa, whoa, back up, back up. Back up here, buddy. Jerry, take him out. Mm-hmm. Well, you thought you were so cool. You thought you were so cool until my friend Jerry came out. Ah. Jerry, help me out here. Hey, leave Jerry alone. Whew. Thank you, Jerry. I hope that he heals himself when he does that. I'm not actually sure if he does. I just hope that he is healing himself when he does that. Jerry, I don't think Jerry is actually tamed. Like I said, he really only attacks ocean mobs, which means he kind of just does it on command. I'm not really sure if he's trying to help me. I mean, the regeneration is nice, but I feel like he's doing that naturally. But I feel like he does the whole regeneration thing naturally. He doesn't actually mean to heal me. He just kind of, I'm just there, and he does heal. Which, you know, I do like that. Oh. The squids are getting hurt. There's an axolotl in this water? Of course there is. How you doing, buddy? Alright. Operation, steal the cat. Okay. Time to climb on the vines. Well, if I was actually good at doing that. Hello there, kitty. I've came to take you away from this evil witch. And I'm about to literally get this zombie and ram its head in. Ah! What? Back up. Where did you come from? I wasn't even looking at you. Hey, mind your hands, buddy. Jerk. Don't you see I'm trying to rescue a poor cat? Out of all of Minecraft, my least favorite thing would have to be climbing vines. For sure. Ah, shoot. Okay. There we go. Sorry, Miss Pagan Witch. Not today. Whew. Anything in here other than the cat? Nice, we just got ourselves a new little cat friend. And a cauldron. Nice. I'm also going to take this potted plant and this red mushroom gently because I just want to. Alright, let's go, Jerry. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized? We have a fish named Jerry. And we just got a cat. It's Tom and Jerry. Yeah. It seems like the axolotls aren't that hard to find, seeming that apparently one was in the swamp the entire time and I just didn't notice. One thing I will say, though, one of the things I do want to do, I want to get every single Minecraft pet. Can't get me. Not today. I think you have a friend that wants to talk to you. You little bonehead freak. Good thing about having a cat travel with you, creepers seem to literally hate them. Run away. Nope. I don't know why Minecraft decided that this big green exploding monster is literally afraid of a small furry animal. Anyways, we have made it back home. Whew. Let's go. We have just made it back. And I've learned something. The reason why that creeper blew up is because we don't have any windows. Now you're probably thinking, what do windows matter? I mean, can't they still see you? But here's the thing. I have giant holes in my windows. I have giant holes as windows right now. It's not that the creepers can't see me. It's that they just can't. It's that they can still see me. And then if they can see me, they're like, oh, well, I can just explode and he's dead. Of course there's still monsters nearby. In my house. No, wait. There we go. Well, that's a perfect day. Oh, hello, Jerry. Did you bring back anything for us? Oh, what did he bring? I don't think he brought back anything. Anyways, thank you for the catch. Anyway, now, let's put all our stuff away. At least we got a lot of food out of this. But now we can do what we Now we can do what we wanted to do in the beginning. Make a spyglass. The recipe only calls for 2 copper and 1 piece of amethyst shard. Boom. Perfect. I like how you hold it too. Whoa. Alright. Let's see. From all the way over here, can I see that village in the distance? Yes, I can. Oh, that's so cool. It seems to only work when you're in first person, though, which makes sense. This is so cool. And it seems like it doesn't run out of durability, which means you technically only really need to make one of these things. And you'll keep it forever. Nice. So now we got a spyglass. And I'll hang that up. Boom. We had just made a spyglass, and that is one of our and that is 2 of our accomplishments done for today. Let's see. For our little axolotl friend, I would put him in the same place that we go our farm if this little stretch didn't lead out to somewhere. I could make him... How about this? Take that. Take some of the dirt we have. And we will block this part off. Hey, it takes away some farm area, but what's more important? I think having our little friend nearby is a little bit more important. Hello, Jerry. Ugh. Unfortunately, to feed him, we have to get tropical fish, which means we would have to go all the way back to the coral reef just to get him some food. What are you doing, Jerry? Such a good boy. Now Jerry has somewhere to stay. His own little pond. And whenever we want, we can pick up Jerry at the game house too. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Well, that was really annoying. Get rid of this water source before it destroys anything. Jerry can stay there. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he doesn't despawn. And it seems like Jerry likes it pretty deep. So. Oh wait, no, Jerry. Yep. You gotta stay in water, or else you're gonna die. You gotta stay in water. You gotta stay in water, dude. I'm gonna make it a little deeper for him down here, because he does seem to like to swim a little bit deeper. Alright, there we go. I think this may be big enough for him. There you go. He seems to be enjoying it too. Be careful. Jerry seems to be very fond of getting out of the pond. Not that, not that I want to keep him capture. Definitely don't want to do that. I definitely want him to be comfortable here, but when he tries to get out, he could die. And that's the problem with it. The only problem I have with it, Jerry can pretty much do anything other than that, because I don't want him to lose his life over him just wanting to have a little swim. And I'm pretty sure Jerry can appreciate how safe I'm trying to keep him. Yep, I think that's a nice little pond for him. And we have some sand for some glass. Whew. I definitely do want to get started on. I definitely do want to get started on making a different house. Ugh. I love the house that I have right now. It's just so small. I don't have a lot of storage. And hey, maybe we'll even get Jerry some more friends. Like I said, one thing I do want to get is a golden axolotl. They're pretty rare variant, though. Although, not that rare. And I'm definitely running out of places to store things, too. I don't really want to make a big house. I'm not really a fan of that kind of lifestyle. Not that I think that having a big house is a waste. It's just, what are you really going to use all that room for? The only thing I have to ask for people to consider when they do that. What are you going to use all that room for? They look so happy when they see you, too. Like, how you doing, Jerry? Fortunately, I don't have any tropical fish. But I do know someone who has tropical fish on the regular, so I don't have to keep forth to the ocean to get tropical fish for him. Ugh. Anyway, I started on making a house, but that can be pretty boring. But hey, we're in this for the long run. Obviously, we're gonna tear down this house, but not right away. Definitely gonna need a place to sleep while I'm trying to build this new house. Also, once I build a new house, I'm gonna try to move Jerry over to a different pond that I'm gonna make for him. Maybe better yet, I'll make a little aquarium for him, and he can stay there. Jerry! Oh my gosh, Jerry. Whew. At least Jerry himself seems to be aware that he has to stay in water to live. If you don't know why, axolotls are amphibians, which means, yes, they have gills. Ah. See, this is an example. Axolotls will not attack non-aquatic mobs. A zombie isn't an aquatic mob, but the water variant of a zombie, aka the drowned, is an aquatic mob. Actually, for a long time, I remember when Minecraft came out with with the with the aquatic update, people were debating whether the drowned counts as an aquatic mob or it counts as an undead mob. My vote was that it was an aquatic, since you can only literally get it, since the drowned is literally just a zombie that is drowned. Although I do see how, it is kind of confusing because, that's like saying anything that drowns is pretty much just a new thing. Which I'm not agreeing is a true statement. Because it certainly isn't. If you don't know what I'm doing, I am setting up a hole for this zombie to get stuck in. Uh, One of the things I like about Minecraft Bedrock Edition is that unlike Java, we have the option to drown zombies and get their gear back completely completely undamaged. Which, players, although your dream plays in your mobs, although your dream plays in your moderation, can't compare to us. And I'm just kidding. All Minecraft players are treated equally in the community. Well, at least I would like to say so. There's been some instances where that case isn't true. Although I think it's so weird that they changed that the drowns drop out instead of gold. To be honest, I prefer if they stick with dropping gold. To be honest, gold is more valuable, and copper hasn't really been. And copper doesn't really have much of a use right now. The fact that they changed it, I'm not gonna hate on them for it, but I'm gonna say that I feel like that's one of the things that they shouldn't have changed. Well, that's just a personal opinion. If you like it now that the drowns drop copper, that's your opinion. But my opinion is that that just sucks. Anyway, let's go to bed. And we'll start chopping down more trees to build this house. If you guys don't know why I have my cat stand up before I go to sleep, it's because cats can actually bring you presents after you sleep, when they sleep in your bed. They wake up and they bring you a gift. It's kind of like if you're a cat owner, if this is wrong or not. Do cats regularly bring you like dead animals as a way to show gratitude? I've always thought that was super weird. Because I don't own a cat, I own a dog. And not gonna bring any hate out, because I definitely don't want to get hated on, but I feel like dogs are a little bit better than cats. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. It's just true. Like, dogs are more loyal. That's for starters. Not that a dog can't be unloyal. I've seen it before. But they typically are more friendly towards people too. Cats usually will look at a person and be like, okay, I guess you're here. That's the kind of attitude cats give people. They won't really do that as much, and they'll just generally be like, okay, you exist, I don't care. While a dog is, they'll be all happy to see you, they'll wag their tail and everything. It's like, I'm more happy getting greeted by a dog than I would a cat. Not to say that cats don't do the same thing as dogs. Like, some cats get happy when their owners get back, but for a dog, they're always happy. One person has asked me, have you ever seen an unhappy dog? And yes, I have seen an unhappy dog. But there's some dogs who just have faces when they kind of just look like they hate their life, but they can be like the happiest they can be. Like, look at bulldogs. Like, you see some bulldogs, their faces look like they hate their life. Like, that's the kind of feeling I get from bulldogs. They look like they hate their life, but they couldn't be happier. Some people say that it's adorable when their dog smiles. I'm like, a dog can't really smile. When you see a dog with their tongue out and like their mouth all wide, that's not them smiling, that's basically them just trying to cool off, because dogs and cats, they can't sweat. So that's kind of what they do to cool off. So guys, if you ever hold a tiny dog or a cat and you're wet, that's not them sweating on you. You should probably take a shower. Like right after. Like immediately take a shower. It does seem like Jerry actually likes the rain. He keeps coming in and out of it. Probably because during the rain, it's the only time where the surface is just as, is almost as wet as being underwater. I'm probably one of the few people that you'll actually hear this from, but I generally like the rain. I don't have a problem with it. I think rain is probably one of the coolest things that happens in nature. Now, that could just be me. But I like it when it rains. Not only does the rain provide shelter for plenty of animals, it's also quite beautiful when it rains. Next time it rains, guys, pay attention to how the sky looks. And tell me that that isn't beautiful. And we just filled up this sinkhole that we have literally in the back of our house. Perfect. Looking at it, it's giving me a headache. Alright, we have gotten 30 logs. That's enough to at least start building a base of the house. I'm not going to make the house completely out of wood. Okay? I'm going to use different types of wood. I'm going to use some stone. Like I said, I do kind of want to make this house the new items. So I'm going to have to go mining for a lot of that stuff. Yeah. Whew. 4 blocks high is a pretty good house. Yeah, it's me. Gonna try to make the walls all even. 5 blocks wide this way. 5 blocks wide this way. Oh, a little off-centered. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a tower. Well, kind of a tower. Whew. Alright, this is the... Now we're just gonna have to fill it out. two windows right over here. And then this way right over here is going to lead over to another room. Oh, look, our acacia saplings are already growing. Nice. And perfect timing, too. I'm going to use some of the acacia to build the house, too. Now, you're probably going to see the house and you're going to be like, really? You're going to use two of the lightest colored woods in Minecraft? That's going to look terrible. And all I'm going to say to you, your opinion, your rules. But it's my opinion that these two blocks go perfectly together. Going fine so far. One of the things I definitely want to use is the new dripstone. I think that block's actually I think the dripstone is actually one of the few blocks that I think looks pretty good. Deep slate is okay. If there was a polished version of it, it would be better. But no such luck of that coming out anytime soon. Now you'll see what I mean by these two colors actually go pretty well together. Pretty soon now. First off, I'm going to make my door entrance acacia. Yeah, I actually like how that looks. Acacia saplings are growing really large. You know what? I will not bore you guys with having to watch an entire stream of just building. Can't forget, always make the cat sit up, lay down in bed. Give me some round flesh. Not bad, Jerry. Tom, I meant. Not bad, Tom. Like I said, I'm not going to bore you guys with an entire stream of me just building. So with that, we're going to end off the stream here. If you guys liked it, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications because I don't have an upload schedule. No, seriously, I don't. And remember to follow me at Twitter at J. And be ready for another video tomorrow. And with that, this is your host, Jay, signing out. Peace.